But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Alright, welcome everyone to GrindHouse 3v3 League Season 3, Week 2. Joining me today, I've got Goose Cowboy. How you
What's
feeling
up,
today,
Chad?
buddy? Yep.
I feel wonderful. Darty's very excited to have me here.
Exactly. He totally hasn't been stressing me out for the last half hour.
No, I would never do. We were talking about Skyrim bosses and Star Wars. We're fine.
Yeah, totally
We're fine.
not.
I've got you nice and
pushing
relaxed.
the borders of what is acceptable on stream, and
Right,
having to
right,
define boundaries. But anyways, let's go ahead and recap last week for you guys real quick in case you guys missed the preseason. So running it down, Nessie's had a wonderful week of a 4-0, Jormungandr 3-1, Moby Dix and King Kong both going even, and Nighstalkers managing to pick up a win. But unfortunately,
Looks like a team is missing on that list.
I couldn't, like, the way that the data's structured and how I utilize it for Tableau, it actually just doesn't recognize the rates unless they had a win. So there was no other way I could manipulate the matchup sequence and like how I get the names to play correctly. So I couldn't actually put them on the sheet until they actually get a win.
Truly unfortunate. I'm gonna put all the blame on Sly on that one. He said it himself that he was trolling, and they probably would have won if he played better. So Sly, do better, buddy.
Damn, that's crazy. This is diabolical work, but I love it. It's good content. Anyways, any highlight matches that you think were big upsets there? Because we have the match history there for S tier A, B, and C. King Kong, why did it cut off the other side of the team? I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and get into today's shit because things getting wacky. Because like I had it.
It was just preseason too, so I mean, like it's a good like what I told my team just before going into it is like it's a scrim. Like there's a little more pressure on it, especially those who are on stream, but it's a scrim. So just do your best. If you get shit on, you get shit on, and it gives us work for replay reviews. And I think that's how most teams should have looked at it. Obviously, you want to come out strong, but like you get to play the same team again week 5.
Yep.
So, for example, with
week 6,
yeah,
it gets confusing with week 1, week 2, and week 1's preseason, but this is actually like week 2, but it's technically week 1. But we're gonna call it week 6 overall.
But like, for example, at the top, like with us having played King Kong, like we 3-0'd them in preseason, but we're not going to play them again for another month and a half. And when we get to that match, I'm definitely not expecting it to be another 3-0. Because I mean, even last season, when we played them, like we scrimmed them a ton early in the season, and the scrims went really well in our favor, and then we played them in the league and we lost in game 5. So
that's true.
You know, a lot can change week to week. So. I expect Wraiths to be on the board by at least week 4.
Oh, please be on the. I expect them to be on the board this week. Like, huh?
Expect and hope are very different.
That's diabolical. But, anyways, this week to run down the schedule for you guys again, we've got Nighstalkers versus King Kong. I said that's A tier. That's not correct there. I'm changing that to the letter B to make sure everybody understands that this is a B tier match. And then Jormungandr and Wraiths at A tier are following us up. And then to bring us home for this stream, we've got Nessies versus Moby Dicks at the C tier. Which, unfortunately, Goose won't be here for that because he's got other obligations. But
that obligation is not calling my own team terrible on stream if they fuck up. That's for replay reviews only.
So, with all that being said, let's get into the first matchup of the day here. We've got King Kongs versus the Nighstalkers. King Kong's bringing out the heat with Alex, Nowalt, Broro, and Craig. With Nighstalkers bringing in the heat with Fast Mad Cow, Germ, Dre, and Beans 2K. Man, there's been a lot of players to watch here from this list that I've mentioned today already. I'm very excited to see how Craig and Fast Mad Cow are going to fight for dominance in this match here, because I think they are the two players to watch on both teams. Coming out the gate, though, who do you think is going to take it?
Coming out the gate, I favor Kong here. I think Craig is disgusting, even though I do think his name should be pronounced Krieg, but we can talk about that at a later date. I think the player to watch in this matchup is actually Germ. I think it comes down to him. I think Craig and Fast Mad Cow will kind of be like the tops for their teams, but it really comes down to Germ in that second man. So see how it goes off kickoff here.
Oh man, the production, we're so good at this.
Yeah, I did great. Forgot my job.
It's okay. No, I remembered because I didn't trust. I was like, he hasn't done this before. He might forget this. Ooh, but that's a good center there. If Fast Mad Cow was a little faster on the second, we're starting to see like some good offensive pressure to start things off, though. A little bit of awkwardness here on the defense for the Nighstalkers, but they are able to get this one out and upfield. We're starting to see here early in the season that teams are starting to work on their coordination. We're starting to see, you know, passing plays. We're starting to see, you know, instead less selfishness of like, hey, I'll throw it up backboard so that you can try for the shot. And oh no, I'm getting a 50. Let me just set this backboard for you instead of trying for the dunk or anything like that.
I'm really curious to see how Dre plays in this matchup. Dre's been a player that I've known for a long time, and his mechanics I feel like have always been pretty decent. I'm curious to see.
He's mechanical player in the league. If
in the league might be a bit of a stretch.
That's a little bit of a stretch, but I mean, I don't know. I've seen some clips from him in some of the MENA games, MENA ones he's had to play, and Jesus Christ.
He most mechanical player in the league might not be in B tier. Just going off of imagination here.
I agree with that. I'm gonna agree with that. Wait, chat.
Broro, what happened? You can't get done by this NTO.
I'll change the statement to one of the most mechanical players in the league.
Good fake, Cal. That's just rough. That was rough. Good goal, but that was rough.
Yeah, right. Like Goose Cowboy's definitely the most mechanical player this side of the Mississippi.
Dre's up for that fast. Krieg should have followed. Nowalt is not ready to follow this up. It's a good pass out mid.
But it's not threatening as we send it to the sky. That's a good 50 though. He can buy some time for his teammates. And now the offense will have to take a back seat here. But if they can't get that possession off of it, it's going to be scary.
Kong was doing a really good job keeping pressure in there. Dre got a good out.
Ooh, the double.
Shouldn't up. All right, Cal. Lock in, brother.
That center, though, that was just a hilarious touch from Dre. Just keep things going. What's most mechanical mean? How many buttons you can press and your car still does what you want it to. That's what I'm saying most mechanical is. Oh no,
I'm seeing a lot of open gaps left. Orange team, Kong is doing a really good job keeping pressure. They're having sustain pressure, but then as soon as they actually get their opportunity, they're not having someone there to follow up and capitalize on the chance that they're creating. Their second man is a little lacking. I expected the issue to be more third man in this match, but
but I mean that's a pretty consistent issue in like especially like last season. Most of the A tier teams struggled with their second mans rather than their thirds because it's easy to just sit back and play net. It's a lot harder to be in the right place to support a teammate.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
The role of third man I think gets misconstrued a lot. Oh, Broro.
Ooh.
Okay. We're not on goaling. Good job.
Oh no, nobody's going.
Third man's job most of the time is like, yeah, you got to cover your net, but you need to keep that ball in when you've got sustained pressure. So there is still a fine balance.
Oh my
really
goodness.
Good 50 by Dre.
Shot.
This should be a goal.
There we go. Nice sink.
We are seeing good sustained offensive pressure from Kong, but I'm not quite sure what's happening with them on defense. Looking a little confused.
It's
I'm actually
not they're
curious where
seeing
it's
the
stemming from.
consistency in offense because they have the clearly defined roles and they're spacing well for it. But on defense, like we've seen it several times now. They've just been sitting ducks on defense where they'll get like one guy will hesitate. Ooh, what a bump to get things going.
I know that this is pissing Bass off right now. Bass was my coach in the first
he got 2
GrindHouse
bombs.
League, and so far the 3 goals that have gone in should have never been goals. Like it was well played by blue team, but this is a rough defensive showing. Krieg has time here, and we're just not capitalizing on the time we're being given. Should be free for Broro, and he's just rushing. Like they're down 3 with a minute left. They're kind of rushing this now.
I'll mostly chop out.
They still have time, but
The sloppiness on the defense is mostly due to stream nerves because it's like, man, now you have all the attention of people watching you and you have to perform. It can be a little tough to get locked in immediately. Could be a good center, but Germ's gonna stay close on it and keep things nice and safe for Nighstalkers so they can clean up this last 20 seconds here. But yeah, I'll always chop up game 1 to stream nerves. Because we're like, hey, join this lobby, do this thing, people watching you. You have to go when we say.
Yeah, go flip we set.
Go flip we say.
I mean, that was rough. Honestly, good win by
Nighstalkers.
Nightstalkers, yeah, them. But Kong looked like a better team throughout. I don't know how they ended up with only 2 shots.
Definitely that second man connection. You're 100% right. There's no way.
That was pretty rough.
They're just not finding in each other.
I think that they
change the map by the way.
Oh.
Reminder.
I closed my streamer sheet. What do you want?
Forbidden Temple.
Yes.
Yeah, 48 points from Broro there, not to flame, but we're definitely seeing a lack of coordination. This could be a comms thing. This could be several things.
Forbidden Temple.
Yeah, Dre getting super in there. He had 100% goal participation there.
Dre's playing really well. If I remember right, this ended up being Broro was the 4th round pick for Kong. And I think most people were surprised he fell that far. Obviously, points don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, of course.
But
just how things are kind of going, opening up, though.
Good speed by Craig there.
Ooh,
good speed by Ruro.
Ooh, on the low boost.
Drop this mid. No. Why are you shooting?
Wait.
We are scrambling in defense once again.
Good time buy from Cal. Just took the 50, said, hey, let's just, like, fix ourselves real quick.
This should be a goal.
You're leaving the net open. Alright, Cal, we're gonna send you some training packs, brother.
We're gonna get you off the fucking Centio one day. You are not
he's gonna pull up the finals in an octane, and everybody's gonna be shitting themselves.
What the fuck just happened? Where is blue team? Germ.
I think Dre backflipped there.
Dre got bumped. Germ. We can't drive challenge that, brother. We do not need that boost. We need to stop the ball from going in front of our net.
Big 50 out middle here. Keeping the pressure though. There's gonna be Craig up fast. Can you get this out to the teammate mid? And there we find the angle.
We're seeing some second man support here from Orange Team. This is not biased casting, by the way. It might sound like I'm pulling for Orange Team. I'm not. I just really hate the Cynthio.
That is like, I'm pretty sure Fast Mount Cow has said it himself. He said 67% of the hate that he gets is just because he plays the Cynthio.
Absolutely, yes.
Dre, go off, please. Look, I mean, fits do matter. If you go to the bank and you look like a bum, you're gonna get treated differently than if you pulled up in a suit. That's all I'm saying.
I'm so curious. What's going on? Someone control the ball.
We got to do something here. That's a good cut from Germ there. See some offense, and we're just not getting the 50. That's okay. There's the center. Good up for Cal. Cal does not have that angle, though. They're just trying to create some pressure here. It looks like it. Kind of
the boost situation on blue team is very stressful. They're constantly having their first man as the only person on their team with boost, and it's just leading to a lot of empty offense.
I can see it. They got to be feeling like they're doing a lot, though, at least. Because I'm in, man. They're just holding down that boost button.
I'm not even sure if it's from a poor usage of boost or just bad boost path. Great demo from Dre. Ooh. Fantastic demo from Dre. I think that's one of the biggest things I've noticed over the last 2 seasons with B and A tier is a lot of times the off-ball value is lacking from players. And Dre kind of shows right. Oh, German Dre with the team bump. This should, Roro.
There's a pack. It's called Shots You Shouldn't Miss. Might want to check it out.
All right, we're panicking. Good 50 and a big clear. So what just happened with Cal there is the kind of off-ball value I'm talking about. His teammate had a free touch, and he just instantly started flipping back. So instead of being able to capitalize on that big clear that went down his way to that top right corner, he just caught it on the other team's back wall, which is like, sure, like you're touching the ball. Are you doing anything productive? No. And that off-ball value seems to be lacking from both teams.
But I mean, this is also B tier. We're not trying to put them at A or S tier standards here.
Oh, absolutely. But it's pretty simple things that once players start to understand it and do it more, it's one of those things that you can change pretty easily, and you'll typically see like your level of play skyrocket. A lot of times in threes, people think they need to be doing everything super, super fast. Sometimes your decision should just be to hold your position and see what happens, and then quickly make your decision afterwards. Dre's kind of
bringing it back.
Dre's kind of sniping. Gets the equalizer. Dre's actually doing a great job with his off-ball value. He's hanging around. He's 0 boost on that shot, and he's playing that pocket of space because Germ can't play it, and just playing it with low boost is better than having nobody there. Then it turns into a goal for him and he gets the equalizer.
And I'm also liking, In Dre's tag, it does say KBM, but he's not on KBM anymore. He does that for memes. He's actually on controller now, and he's sticking to it. But he's gonna be getting those. He's gonna reap those rewards soon. Because, like, man, on KBM he was mechy as hell, and now he's still mechy as hell. Should be some time here for Cal. Can you find a teammate here? Oh, well, that's the right teammate to find. Going for the 50. The pinch is there, but nobody is there with him. But we're going to see our OT.
This is a kickoff that scares me for Kong.
Yep.
He does a good job of losing it back left.
1-2. He needs to get the double. No. No one else there. There's the shot. Dre on nothing. Keeping it alive. This is up and awkward for Nighstalkers. Big save from Fast Mad Cal. And now Germ will have some time. Up the wall, get a good 50. There's a dunk over one. You get the center. Nobody able. Not able to
backflip. Heyo.
Whee. Shot on. Ooh, just off the post. Still threatening here. King Kong has had great offensive pressure, but two goals unanswered now? There's
2 unanswered. They got their first 2 in about 30 seconds of the match.
And things slowed way down.
That was such a good play from Broro to take that just away from the other team to the open space with a teammate with boost. It should have gotten them out of defense. Doesn't end up working out.
Ooh, big tip.
And a great cut by Walt.
Broro's going to pressure here, but no touch there. Forces it back to second, but this is a second with no boost where Nighstalkers are happy to collect that ball and started an offensive opportunity for themselves. Oh no, Dre's gonna have some fun here. Ooh, the cut from Germ almost working out though. Just keep that ball high, keep the pressure going, get the defense to jump, pull them out. Because the last game we saw it from King Kong, and we're starting to see little bits of it here. The defense is looking like they want to sit in net and try and block things, but you gotta have somebody moving. Ooh, center. Now you have Dre with free time. Oh my goodness, Dre, please.
It's really not.
Dre, please. Stop teasing me like that.
Germ drop mid, leave the ball. Ooh. Nope.
Yeah, but I have the flip. We said I have to use it.
This should still be continued pressure for Nighstalkers. As long as, oh, Craig might have a shot.
Oh, the demo. Oh, he's gonna lose that one. Germ not able to really control it, but he gets a good enough 50. But a clutch demo in the background from Craig shuts down the Nighstalkers offense. Had Dre been alive to receive the center, oh man, that was definitely the game. Ooh, a whiff here. Good patience on Dre. The center's there, but where's the offense? And you're trying to win the game, guys. Somebody close it out.
I am very nervous
Woo!
for the King Kongs here.
Germ,
they are phase clanning so hard. We've got 3 people sitting back in net most of the time on defense, and it is terrifying. If the Stalkers just start peppering the backboard, this will be a goal really fast.
Oh yeah. But it looks like they've finally ran out of boost to keep the pressure up, and now King Kong have a little bit of an opportunity here. Dre, good catch there, able to get that to Cal. Kind of dunks him, but it does open up the space to keep things moving here. And a back pass to Broro. Give Broro a full field opportunity here. He gets the reset, but shut down by Germ. Ooh, a back pass there is nasty. Love that, but it didn't end up working out. Yeah, and we're really settling into the series here, coming into 4 minutes of overtime here. We're playing an additional game. I'm so excited for us to go overtime, and then Goose has to leave early.
If Kongs lose this specific match, I don't see them finding a way to get back into the series. Having a 2-goal lead like a minute into the game after losing game 1 3-0, and then going to a 5-minute potentially overtime and losing, that is rough.
Mentally that's super rough to regain from. Like, you feel like the momentum's just kind of against you at that point.
And honestly,
there's the shot and bar down.
A really good shot. Kongs are under pressure for way too long. I mean, that entire overtime, it felt like they couldn't get anything going.
And it finally just kind of happens.
That's a hard way to lose a game. That is really rough. I hope they can regain. Reverse sweeps have happened before. But
absolutely.
That is a rough way to lose a game.
Oh man, reverse sweep talk. Please don't get me started. It's going to be great if we can even get close to that. Did you change it to Utopia Coliseum for me?
Nope.
That's why I didn't ready up.
That's my boy. Even just looking at the shots here, what you want? Day, dusk, gilded? Which you want?
Dusk.
Good call.
And then typically game 4 is the season map.
Okay. Oh. Ew.
Well, I mean, I have Deadeye Canyon Oasis, but it's been other maps before.
All right. Even just looking at the shots, I mean, like, I think all 11 of those shots from Kong came before even a minute into OT. They could not get anything going. And they're looking... I want to see them change up how they're playing on defense if they want a chance to get back into the series, because they are looking lost and panicked.
Yep. And it's hard to know kind of what you should do in those moments, and you gotta have somebody who's gonna step up and just even take some direction, because like it's gotta be obvious to them that, hey, defense is the problem. We need somebody that's just gonna be in there and tell the team, move your asses.
It just seems like they're struggling a lot with giveaways. This
could be good.
Read it, Roro.
Roro.
A good attempt.
The idea's there.
They're just giving the ball away a little bit, and it's getting them punished, because as soon as they give it away, they're just under pressure again.
Ooh, no waltz. So awkward there, unfortunately.
That's tough. I mean, he's expecting a touch out of his second man, but
man,
we're in B tier, Walt. We gotta be hitting that ball.
Yep, he was just too committed to the up. Like, he had aggressive facing there. Like, he was pointing upfield. If he was pointed a little more sideways, he definitely could have been able to respond a little bit better, or even backwards he would have been able to. But just that forward facing was just a little too committal as that third. Ooh, there's potential on that center, but not again. Not like this, chat.
Again.
Not on No Walt twice. Don't do this to him. That's mean. That's so mean.
All right, well, Bass is about to start yelling at you about your third man when y'all go over these replays.
Yup.
Your team shouldn't be letting the ball get clanged over you like that, so it's not entirely on you, but
the centers can also...
That's a tough scene.
Centers could also... Ooh, that's a nice shot. It's not going in, but man, that had some heat on it. But yeah, to go back to it, like, part of like the reason that they're getting these is like, yes, let's center it across the goal line and hope.
Hey,
wait, as an own goal?
You know what? If we're just gonna have random stuff going in nets like this on,
I mean, I guess
on orange team, let's get it on blue team too. Why not?
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Gotta be equal lefts, equal rights.
Exactly.
We're not swinging one way or the other. But thankfully...
Oh, I'm swinging.
Oh, correction there. Jern will take this ball upfield. Oh my god, the double free jump. You guys can get pressure in a lot of ways, but sending two guys up to stop one probably isn't the best way to do it. Ooh, no ult with the whiff there gives Germ some time to fake. There comes out. He's able to send this one high to the backboard.
Ooh, we're awkward.
Spooky. He's awkward there if he ignores Craig. But if he doesn't ignore Craig, then he's like, oh no, please. Ooh, the speed on Germ's jump is
Speed by
fantastic.
Walt. Even on low boost, I would have really loved to see Craig take control of that ball. By slamming it away like that,
Hey, please.
I mean, you see it just gets them straight back into defense.
Yep.
Like, they're just having a really hard time getting out of defense. And Fast Mad Cow and Dre are both doing great jobs of controlling the ball, and Craig just keeps slamming this. If you're going to slam it, you got to get it over two. Otherwise, you're just going to be
Goomba
constantly under
from
pressure.
Teammate. Here comes Dre with an air dribble. The 50 dunk from Dre.
Craig, the one time I don't want you to take control, man.
That's so funny. It's actually the caster's curse there.
I'm sure he could feel that he was just kind of giving possession away over and over, so he tried to switch it up, and like he was awkward sideways at the ball, but dropping the ball in front of your own net like that,
Yeah.
even if your teammate doesn't bump you off the ball, like he wasn't getting back to that.
I literally had flashbacks to like fucking my
literally
youth
had
soccer
flashbacks.
teams where it's like my coach yelling from across the field. He's like, "Don't control it in front of the net."
I mean, if you control in front of the net, you better have decent speed to get out from in front of the net pretty
Yeah.
quick. If you're at a dead standstill and just
Bitch.
dropping it mid, you're just begging to get shit on, which is
Right.
exactly what happened from both teams. He got shit on by one of his teammates and the other team. So, you know,
Ooh, wait, go off, Dre. Oh, there's the center there, Cow. You got to be ready, buddy. I believe in you. Oh no, that's actually in. That's an incredible angle. Here we go. Dead stop on Bro Ruds. What can you do? You got to get out of the net, but you got to cover the net. Things getting tricky. We're seeing a lot more of the phase defense. Oh no,
Oh!
Germ.
whoa,
What was that?
whoa.
Whoa, doggy. Wee.
I mean, he got faked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Player
it
diff.
is a fake. I don't think it was an intentional fake, but it was a fake. So you know what?
We're in there.
Good shit, King Kongs.
It's now
Just
a
fucking
one-kill
sit
game.
in the house for the rest of this minute.
Here we go. Germ up quickly. He's got the possession here. Can he get the center to a teammate? No, it's stuck on the back ball. And there's a funny miss from Dre. Thank you for entering the camera. Nice catch from Germ. He's going to have a free offensive opportunity here. There's nobody up quite yet. Looking for 50s, seeing what he can get. Dre, again, finds the open space. Going for mech. That's like... It's so nice to be a mechy player because it's like, you just see, hey, do I have space? All right, cool. I'm going to mech now.
And like a big part of what Dre did there was buy time for his team. Like, yeah, his play didn't result in any actual offense for them, but it fully resulted in this, well, attempted possession that they had. Because he gave Cal and Germ both time to get boost.
Oh no, Germ, please. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Germ, not like this.
We're so back.
Oh,
That's the kind of stuff that I want to see more from all of these players. Burrow got that corner boost so he could sustain himself in offense, and he just turned right back in to play something if it happened. And it happened, and it gets them back in the game.
Oh, there's the center. Dre, no, he's not there. He's a bit far out. Expecting a bit more. But here we go. Second OT of the series. Let's see if we can extend the series. Or is Nighstalkers going to be getting the sweep here?
Ball's kind of fucking cooking.
Right? He is.
What are we
He's
getting?
he
What are
getting
we getting
mad.
from Burrow? We are getting almost an own goal.
Yippee! Oh, 2 up from Nighstalkers.
Especially in threes, a lot of times when you take that ball off the wall and you fuck it, like, you've got a teammate ready to take it from you. If you keep going, you're just going to fuck it worse and worse. And that's, like,
Here we go,
Kongs should
Dre.
still be on offense here.
Oh, the 50 is massive. Germ.
Oh, Germ.
No,
brother.
unfortunate. Is the half rotate from Dre? If there's anybody taking a ball up high, though, I'm happy that it's Dre here. It's at least the person they put the most faith in to make that happen. Here we go, send this high over 1. Dre will have to leave that though. Bro Roach to send it back in, try and keep the pressure up, but Germ on a little boost will be able to find an out there. But the offensive, the off-ball opportunities here are starting to stack up for King Kong, because like we're starting to see the demos open up. We're starting to see them get some value here.
Kong is in
starting to get it
shambles.
back.
Kong is in shambles.
The glaze on Dre is insane. I mean, sure.
Honestly, Dre's been playing the best of this entire lobby to this point. When he's low boost, he's not afraid to still just send it and play for the team. And when he's got boost, he's trying to create something for his team. Dre's playing great, honestly.
Oh, that's such a good pass
And
out.
there it is.
And look at
That's
that.
the game. Yeah, I mean,
He put
sure.
he put you in your place,
I'll keep
Fishy.
blazing Dre.
He put you in your place, Fishy. He heard you talking shit.
I'll keep blazing Dre. He played the best of the entire lobby that series. He might not have been top of the scoreboard every game, but he did the most for his team on offense and defense, I think. Cal did a great job controlling as well, especially in defense, taking good 50s. But Dre was MVP that series for sure.
But yeah,
Kong,
so first
Kong
series
did
of
well
the day.
keeping pressure some. They had their opportunities. They just couldn't capitalize. I mean, the shots were pretty equal. Aside from game 1, I think they only had 2 shots, but they should have had significantly more than that. They just weren't capitalizing or weren't following up on their teammates. Overall, I could see Kong doing a lot better in the future. Obviously, they don't get a rematch with this team unless they meet him in playoffs, but I could see it going either way in the future.
And now, we are actually ready for this next match.
I haven't DM'd a fucking soul.
That's okay, because this is part of the problems of playing with Saturday, is that we couldn't get them to play live. So this one is pre-recorded. You will not see the results and won't know what's happening until it actually does.
Wait.
So this is I get a little bit spoiled, but I hide most of it pretty quickly. But yeah, we are actually just ready to get into it and just kind of go through them. We won't be getting replays.
P break real quick.
P break real quick. We'll take like a quick 5-er.